Hello everybody, I'm Caio from Caio Games and you're watching, Caio Games. And today, I'm going to be talking about a game that I remember, that many people remember fondly. So yeah, Crash Bandicoot. So who remembers this game? Probably 90% of the people from the 90s. Anyway, this game is remembered fondly for being one of, if not the best of the original trilogy. Many people adored this game, maybe even more than a few other games like Crash Bandicoot 4 or something like that. But I decided to give my own opinion on this game and what I think about it. Oh yeah. Oh, and before we begin, remember that this is only my opinion and you should totally comment yours in the comment section below. So yeah, and also you should leave a like and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on any of our future videos. So yeah, without further ado, let's talk about the first aspect of this game. Okay, so I want to begin by talking about the story. So yeah, the story is practically this. This maniac called Neo Cortex decided to try and make an army of mutant animals. Though in his most recent experiment with a bandicoot, apparently the machine hates him so much that he literally got rejected. So yeah, then he falls out of a window, but his girlfriend Tana is trapped. So now you have to adventure through 3 dangerous islands to then make it back to Tana and save your girlfriend, before Cortex absolutely transforms her into his new general. So yeah, it's a pretty simple story, but I actually quite like it. Anyway, especially because of the characters. The characters in this game are just so good, my goodness. But as for gameplay, Crash has a pretty simple moveset. He can spin, jump, walk, that's literally it. Yeah, and I said it was simple. Yeah. In this game, there is really not really a health system like other games. So instead, he decided to go the Mario route and use masks. This is Aku Aku. He's Crash's technical father figure, so yeah. He is. And if you collect 3 of him, you get invincibility. But that's not all the gimmicks the game introduces. Because there are actually some other gimmicks. And to be honest, both of the new gimmicks are, they're not really the best. Beginning with the dark levels, there are 2 dark levels. I'm going to mention Fumbling in the Dark because it has a more memorable name. These 2 levels use Aku Aku as a light source. And my goodness, this is already a bad idea in concept. The execution is even worse. You can literally destroy the Aku Aku mask, making it literally impossible to win. But yeah, it's an incredibly bad feature, and I don't really like it. And the second thing you have are the animal riding level. This is where you ride a hog, and they're okay. They're like Polar, but worse. I mean, honestly, that's practically all they are. Polar, but way worse. All these levels have is you going in a straight line, which is the same as Polar, but the crates are way less forgiving, and Polar is overall bad. Plus, and the guy is overall bad. The hog is overall bad. Oh, and also Polar is just adorable. Look at him. You can't say he's not adorable. Anyway, continuing. Okay, so yeah. Well, the base gameplay is pretty good. All the side things they try and introduce are pretty bad. Though I do like how the levels have different structures. And the levels theming too. The levels are themed around one thing. Nature at the beginning. Then they go to more man-made areas. And then they go to Cortex Castle, which is just industrialization everywhere. So yeah, it's actually quite a good idea. And I think in execution, it's one of the better parts of the game. And that's not all. The levels sometimes have interesting gimmicks, like, a gigantic, wall that you have to skill up, called the Great Wall. And also visually, I think the game is quite good. So, yeah, it's quite the good game. And also the soundtrack, while I haven't heard every single track, from what I've heard, I think it's pretty good. It looks pretty fun. And to blast through these levels. Yeah, they look quite great. But that's not all the levels that this game introduced. There are also the boulder chase levels, where you're being chased by a gigantic boulder. While the screen makes these levels kind of hard, they do look fun. And they probably are. So yeah. But I have to say something. Crash is kind of clunky. Crash is very clunky, actually. There's a slight difference between beginning and stopping to move. Just makes some of the level more annoying, to be honest. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty bad in my opinion. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, and also, I hate that this game's loading system is so archaic. The only way to load is either collecting a gem or completing a ton of bonus rounds. The ton of bonus rounds are, they're pretty bad. If you die in them, you die in them. You can no longer access them. Also have to find a few tokens, which is super annoying, given that the tokens are scattered throughout the level. Then if you spin one, whoop, it's gone. The only other chance of saving you have is collecting a gem, which is collecting every box and not dying. So yeah, honestly, these ideas alone just make the game worse. Speaking of the bonus rooms, besides the ton of bonus rooms, there are the Cortex bonus rooms, which give you keys to secret levels, which include the two gimmicks I talked about that are quite bad. And there are also the Embryo bonus round, which introduce lives. So yeah, while these aren't really the best, I think their difficulty in getting them alone actually makes them a bit worse. I mean, it's not as big as a problem as before. So yeah, all they think combined make the game quite a charming platformer, but it definitely makes the game has wasted potential. Oh yeah, honestly, I think this game was a pretty good starting point, but more on that later. Continuing, let's talk about the bosses then. The bosses I find are actually quite mid. I mean, mid is practically what you describe half the bosses. Except for Papu and I don't remember this guy's name. So yeah. But there's one boss that's pretty good. The final fight against Cortex. The atmosphere alone elevates this fight pretty high, and I quite like it. So yeah, it's a pretty decent enough boss fight. So yeah, I quite like it. But it's the boss lineup overall isn't really the best. So yeah, discounting point for that. So anyway, continuing. The game also, besides the arcadic save systems and other arcadic elements, the game overall it's very first gamey. It feels like this game just instead to give Crash 2 a reason to exist. Why wasn't that in Crash 1? So yeah, it's quite good. But it could be better. I mean, it has the potential. So yeah, it's quite good, but it could be better. So yeah, honestly, that's honestly what I think about the game. There's not really much more to talk about. I mean, the game is a decent enough platformer. It could, but, oh wait, I forgot. Let's talk about the forgotten stuff. This is stuff that was forgotten in development. I think, and the main thing I want to talk about, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, is the fact that there was a cut level called Stormy Ascent. Stormy Ascent honestly looked like a pretty killer level. And while it was introduced back into the Insane Trilogy version, I think with the charm of the first game and visuals of the first game, it could have been the perfect penultimate finale. Especially since, no one cares about the Great Hall besides the second ending that it offers. So yeah, that's all I have to talk about the game. But yeah, honestly, I found the game to be quite mid, but it could be worse for starter games. Or especially for starter games, honestly. So yeah, but let me know about your opinions. I am imagining that most of you will disagree. But yeah, tell me about your opinions, what you thought about the game, and why you think that my opinion is wrong. I mean, a lot of people will probably think that my opinion is wrong. So yeah. But I'd like to hear your opinions. Please, tell me in the comments. And also like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Remember, when we reach 50 subscribers, I'm going to make a video ranking every Lego level in Lego The Incredibles. So yeah, I'm pretty much awaiting that video, and most of you are probably too. So make sure to like and subscribe to get that video. And also click the notification bell to know of our next review. Okay, and goodbye and see you next time on Caio Games.